Are you interested in taking private lessons to get to the next level? The real key for major breakthroughs is identifying your individual problem and then fixing it with simple step-by-step progressions. Most likely you have either a weak serve, a weak backhand, or maybe even a weak forehand, and it's been like that for your entire tennis career, and that's what's holding you back from getting to the next level. Now, most likely you've also tried lessons with your local pro, but that didn't work out. In the end, technical problems are usually what's holding club level players back from reaching the next level. What you need is a highly trained instructor that can identify your technical problems and show you how to fix them with simple progressions. Now, the standard tennis tips that you get from your local pro, like watch the ball or step into the ball, simply won't get the job done. As you probably know, I live in Munich, Germany, and I only come to the US occasionally to teach group clinics, and in the past these have always sold out really quickly. Since we do get a lot of requests though for private one-on-one on-court instructions, I recently started training instructors in the OTI methodology so that now you can train with an OTI certified instructor to improve your game. I'm now very excited to offer you private lessons with OTI instructor Ian Meyer year-round in sunny Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Ian is one of the most knowledgeable and experienced coaches in the tennis industry. He has directed adult tennis programs at big tennis schools. He has worked at famous places like the Bollettieri Tennis Academy, and he's traveled around the world coaching top 50 WTA and ATP players. Now, Ian and I actually met in 2007 when we both worked at the Everett Tennis Academy. And there I quickly realized that at the time Ian was by far the most knowledgeable coach on the big coaching staff at this famous tennis academy. You can only develop the kind of knowledge about the game that Ian has when you're extremely curious and when you're extremely passionate about being a tennis instructor. And those are the two traits that I always look for in OTI instructors. Now, I tried getting Ian to join our instructional team for the past 2 years, but he was simply too busy in his role as a director at the famous Harold Solomon Tennis Academy. Fortunately for us, Ian now has time available to teach private lessons, and he's also studied the OTI methodology extensively. So in these private lessons, you'll get the typical OTI experience with a heavy focus on technical training and instant video feedback right there on the court. So you'll see on video, on the court, what you're doing wrong and what you should be doing instead. And technical training without the use of this kind of video feedback is simply not effective. So Ian will identify your technical issues and then he'll fix them with you using the typical OTI progressions that are so critical when you want to fix a technical problem. The real secret sauce with this type of technical training is to identify only those technical elements that once fixed will lead to you hitting the ball better right away. What do I mean with that? When we look at your serve, for example, we may see 5 or more technical things that are not optimal. The key, however, is to identify and work only on those 1 or 2 main aspects that will quickly lead to you hitting better serves. This is really difficult and you definitely need a high-level instructor for this. These private lessons with Ian are totally different to what you probably know from lessons with your local pro. How often has your local pro used video feedback several times throughout the lesson with you, always checking on whether or not you've made the critical technical improvements to hit the ball better? And even if somebody does use video, it is only useful if the instructor is skilled enough to identify those technical problems that once fixed will instantly lead to you hitting the ball better. Now, these private lessons with Ian also come with a personalized video review, so after your lesson you'll get a voiceover video via email and then you can continue to work on the things that you worked on in your lesson. Below this video you'll find all the information regarding the location and the price, and then to get started all you need to do is fill out the application form below and Ian will be in touch with you.